Hello dear students, in this video we will see the practice set 3.4 of Maths 2 of 9th standard from the chapter 3 triangles. Okay, now let us see practice set 3.4. Question 1. In the figure, point A is on the bisector of angle XYZ. Now we can see in the figure that point A is on the bisector of angle XYZ. If AX is equal to 2, then find AZ. Then we have to find AZ. Okay. Now we know the theorem that. Now we will use the theorem of angle bisector theorem. The angle bisector theorem is that any point on the angle, now this is angle bisector, any point on the angle bisector is equidistant from the sides of that angle. We will use this theorem to solve this example. Point A lies on the bisector of angle XYZ. Point A lies on the angle bisector of XYZ. A is equidistant from the sides of angle XYZ. Then A will be equidistant from the sides of angle XYZ because angle bisector theorem. Therefore, AX is equal to AZ. As AX is equal to 2 cm, it is given. Therefore, AZ is also 2 cm. We will get the answer that AZ is equal to 2 cm. Okay, students, this example we will always ask in exam. Now let us see question number 2. In the figure, angle RST is equal to 56 degree. Segment PT is perpendicular to ray ST. Segment PR perpendicular to segment SR. And segment PR is congruent to segment PT. Find the measures of angle RSP. State the reason for your answer. Now let us see the example again. In the figure, angle RST. This angle is given as 56 degree. Segment PT perpendicular ray ST. Segment PR perpendicular ray SR. And segment PR is congruent to segment PT. It is given. These two sides are congruent. It is given. Okay. State the reason for your answer. Now in this we will use the again angle bisector theorem. Now let us see the answer. Segment PT is perpendicular to ray ST, as we can see in the figure. Segment PT is perpendicular to ray ST and segment PR is perpendicular to SR. It is given. Then segment PR is congruent to segment PT. It is also given, that is PR equal to PT. Point P is equidistant from the sides of angle TSR. Point P is equidistant. Now this point P is equidistant from angle TSR. As this is on angle bisector, it is equidistant from the sides of these angles. Therefore, point P is equidistant from sides of angle TSR. Therefore, point P lies on the bisector of angle TSR by angle bisector theorem. Therefore, angle RST is equal to 56 degree. It is given. Therefore, angle RSP is equal to 1/2 of RST. RSP is equal to 1/2 of 56 is angle RSP is equal to 28 degree. That is this angle RSP. As this angle whole is 56 degree, the 1/2 of this is 28 degree. That is, we get the final answer as RSP is equal to 28 degree. Okay. Now let us see question number 3. In triangle PQR, PQ is equal to 10 cm, QR is equal to 12 cm, PR is equal to 8 centimeter. Find out the greatest and smallest angle of the triangle. Now we can see in the figure. This is triangle PQR. Length are given. Length of PR are 8 centimeter. Length of PQ 10 centimeter. Length of QR 12 centimeter. We know the rule that the side, the angle opposite to the greatest side is greater, and the angle opposite to smallest side is smaller. Okay, here the largest side is QR. The length of QR is largest from other two sides, that is 12 centimeter. As this side is greater than these remaining two sides, the angle opposite to this side is angle P. Therefore, this angle P is greater angle than Q and R. Now, the smallest side is PR because its length is 8 centimeter. As this is 8 centimeter, the angle opposite to this is angle Q. Therefore, the smallest angle is Q. Okay. Now, let us see the answer again. QR is equal to 10 centimeter, PQ is equal to 10 centimeter, QR is equal to 20 centimeter, PR is equal to 8 centimeter is given. That is QR is greater than PQ than PR. 12 is greater than 10 and greater than 8. The angle opposite to side QR is angle P. The angle opposite to PQ is angle R. The angle opposite to PR is angle Q. Angle opposite to greater side is greater, therefore angle PQPR is the greatest angle and angle PQR is the smallest angle. You have to remember the rule that angle opposite to greater side is greater, angle opposite to smaller side is smaller. Okay. Now next question number 4. In triangle FAN, angle F is equal to 80 degree, angle A is equal to 40 degree. Find out the greatest and the smallest side of the triangle. Now we have to find the greatest and smallest side, not angle. In question 3 we have find the greater angle and smaller angle. Now in this question we have to find the greater side and smaller side. State the reason. Now look at the figure, students. Triangle FAN. Angle F is 80 degree, angle A is 40 degree, it is given. We have to find angle N. We know that angle N can be find out by rule. We know that the sum of three angles of triangle is 180 degree. Hello students, now let us see the second part of the video 3.4. Practice set 3.4. Now I have to see the question number 4. In triangle FAN, angle F is equal to 80 degree, angle A is equal to 40 degree. Find out the greatest and the smallest side of the triangle. State the reason. Now as these two angles are 80 and 40, we have to find this angle. We know that the sum of three angles of triangle is 180 degree. Therefore, as 80 plus 40 is 120. We have to subtract 120 from 180. We will get the answer 60 degree, that is angle F. Now let us see the solution. In triangle FAN, angle F plus angle A plus angle N is equal to 180 degree. The sum of measures of all angles of triangle is 180 degree. 80 plus 40 plus angle N is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, angle N is equal to 180 minus 120, that is angle N is equal to 60 degree. Now see in the students see in the figure, angle N is 60 degree. Now we know that now which angle is greater? That is angle F, because it is 80 degree. Now the side opposite to greater angle, this side AN is opposite to angle F. Now as this is greater angle, the side greater is AN. Now which one is the smaller angle? Angle A, that is 40 degree. This is the smaller angle. Now the side opposite to this, that is FN. This side is the smallest side of this triangle. Okay, now let us see the solution again. As angle F is greater than angle N is greater than angle A, therefore the side opposite to F is AN. The side opposite to angle N is FA and the side opposite to A is FN. The side opposite to greater side is greater. Therefore, AN is the greatest side of the triangle and FN is the smallest side of the triangle. Now let us prove that. Now let us move to the question number 5. That is, prove that equilateral triangle is equiangular. Who know that equilateral triangle? Equilateral triangle means the sides, all three sides of that triangle is same. Okay, we can see in the figure triangle ABC. This is the equilateral triangle. All these sides are equal. AB is equal to BC and it is equal to AC. Now I have to prove that this triangle is equiangular. Equiangular means the all three angles are equal. We have to prove this. Okay. Now solution. Triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. We have to prove triangle ABC is equiangular. Now let us see the proof. In triangle ABC, segment AB is congruent to segment AC. Sides of equilateral triangle. We know that all three sides are equal of any equilateral triangle. Therefore, segment AB is congruent to segment AC. We can see in the figure AB is congruent to AC. Therefore, angle ABC is congruent to angle ACB. Now, the angle opposite to AB is C and the angle opposite to AC is B. As these two sides are congruent, these two angles are also congruent because isosceles triangle theorem. Again, in triangle ABC, segment AC is congruent to segment BC. Segment AC is congruent to segment BC. Now, opposite to the angle opposite to BC is A and the angle opposite to AC is B. These two triangles will be congruent. Therefore, angle ABC is congruent to BAC, isosceles triangle theorem. Now, from 1 and 2 and 3, we get the all these angles. Angle ABC is congruent to angle ACB is congruent to angle BAC. Therefore, triangle ABC is an equiangular triangle. Okay, now let us move to the question number 6. Prove that if the bisector of angle BAC of triangle ABC is perpendicular to side BC, then triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Triangle ABC. In triangle ADB and triangle ADC. Now let us move to the two smaller triangles. Triangle ADB and triangle ADC. In these two triangles, angle BAD is congruent to angle CAD. Angle BAD is congruent to angle CAD. These two angles are congruent. It is given. Segment AD is congruent to segment AD. AD, this side is common to both these triangles. Angle ADB is congruent to angle ADC. ADB and ADC, both these two angles are of 90 degree. Therefore, these two triangles, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ADC by ASA test of congruence. Therefore, as two triangles are congruent, their corresponding sides are also congruent. Therefore, segment AB is congruent to segment AC. Reason, corresponding sides of congruent triangles. Therefore, triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Now, let us move to the question number 7. In the figure, if segment PR is congruent to segment PQ, then show that segment PS is greater than segment PQ. Okay, we have to show this. Now, let us see in the figure. Now, in the figure, triangle PQR. In this triangle, PQ is congruent to PR and S is also there. We have to prove that PS is greater than segment PQ. If this side is greater, then angle Q must be greater. As this side is smaller, the angle S must be smaller. We will prove this first. In triangle PQR, segment PQ is congruent to segment PR. PQ is congruent to PR, it is given. Therefore, angle PRQ is congruent to PQR. As these two sides are congruent, now the angle opposite to PQ is PR. The angle opposite to PR is Q. Now these two triangles are congruent as these two sides are, these two angles are congruent as these two sides are congruent by isosceles triangle theorem. Now angle PRQ is exterior angle of triangle PRS. Now we can see this triangle PRS. This will be the exterior angle of this triangle. Now as this is exterior angle, it must be greater than this angle, yes. Now as this angle R is congruent to Q and R is greater than S, then we can get the angle Q is greater than S. Therefore, now here angle PRQ is greater than angle PSR, property of exterior angle of a triangle. Angle PQR is greater than angle PSR, that is angle Q is greater than angle S. Okay, then that is PQR means angle PQS. PQS is greater than angle PSQ. Now in triangle PQS, angle PQS is greater than PSQ. Therefore, we know that the side opposite to greater angle is greater. Therefore, segment PS is greater than segment PQ. Side opposite to greater angle is greater. Now let us see the last question. Question number 8. In the figure, triangle ABC, segment AD and segment BE are altitudes and AE is congruent. AE is equal to BD. Then prove that segment AD is congruent to segment BE. Now in this figure we can see two triangles ADB, and next triangle is BEA. Okay, now we will prove these two triangles congruent. Then we can prove that the remaining sides are also congruent. In triangle ADB and triangle BEA, angle ADB is equal to BEA is equal to 90 degree. Both are 90 degree. It is given. Hypotenuse AB is congruent to hypotenuse BA. This is the common side in both the triangles, and that is hypotenuse. Therefore, side DB is congruent to side EA. It is also given. Therefore, the triangle ADB is congruent to triangle BEA. Both these two triangles are congruent by hypotenuse side test. Now, as two triangles are congruent, the corresponding sides are also congruent. Therefore, the segment AD is congruent to segment BE. Okay, in the next video we can see the next practice set. Thank you, students.